Hey everybody, welcome to the Sky Lounge, and this is Cruise Peruse episode number 113. Boys and girls, my oh my, it has been an interesting day on August 24th, 2019. Mamba Day, boys and girls, that's right, Black Mamba Day. Kobe Bryant, reason why 8/24 were both his jersey numbers, and that's why we so lovingly call this day Mamba Day. But unfortunately, on Mamba Day, and funny enough, on Kobe Bryant's birthday yesterday, the Lakers basically agreed to sign Dwight Howard back as a Lakers player. Dwight fucking Howard. Now, I know all you goddamn internet nerds out there, you're gonna tell me all this shit. You're gonna tell me all this shit about how he was fantastic in the Wizards. He showed out in Charlotte. Yada, yada, yada. To me, that doesn't matter. The mentality was never there. It was never there. Is it there now? I don't know. I don't think it is, to be honest, in my opinion. But here's what my fucking opinion is, right? Because they already made the fucking move on him. Dwight fucking Howard. For everything good that has been the last 2 days as a Lakers fan, especially if you're a Kobe Bryant fan, Dwight Howard is the antithesis of everything great that is Kobe Bryant. Relentless, hardworking, tenacious, killer mentality. Complete opposite for Dwight Howard, which, like, seriously, it just fucking annoys me that we got Dwight Howard back. But it's like I said yesterday, he's like that fucking shitty coworker that you have and you just have to tolerate. And really, if it wasn't for the workplace where you really just want to fucking punch this goddamn person, you'll get fired or arrested. So you don't do that, and they're part of your team now, so just embrace it, right? That's my whole thing. I'm not gonna fucking openly accept him with loving arms like all these fucking weird fans are doing, lest you forget what the fuck Dwight Howard actually did with his time during the Lakers back then, or really, more appropriately, what he didn't do. Lacking. Just absolutely unbelievable. But again, he's with the Lakers now, and the Lakers are my team. So I gotta hope that this motherfucker just contributes. And yeah, I know it's a non-guaranteed contract. He supposedly forgone $2.6 million on the table with Memphis, but he came back. I know people are quick to jump to say, oh, he's changed! He's changed! You know, people say that about D'Angelo Russell, and I keep having to remind people that, hey, remember D'Angelo Russell is that guy a couple months back? He tried to fucking hide weed in an Arizona iced tea bottle and got caught by TSA. That's the fucking dipshit that you motherfuckers thought, oh, he's a good, mature guy. No. And you think Dwight Howard would have changed? Probably not. But we'll fucking see. We'll see if he's actually hungry to fucking win something. Fuck. Fucking Dwight Howard. Son of a bitch. Bums me the fuck out. Bums me the fuck out. And that shit, like, it just kept rolling yesterday. That shit just kind of kept rolling yesterday. After the Dwight Howard thing, I was excited for the Yankees versus the Dodgers. And of course, I couldn't watch it on television because they're not televising it at all, which is fucking stupid. But there you have it. And Hyunjin Ryu, never losing at home, loses yesterday. Gave up 7 runs. And the Dodgers lost 10-2 against the Yankees. That was a dick punch all in itself. It really was. And I thought, fuck me. And I know I set myself up for failure as an Arsenal fan when I talked about Arsenal yesterday. And sure enough, they lost too. 3-1. Jesus fucking Christ. You know, sometimes I love being right, but sometimes I hate being wrong. Especially if it's something that, you know, that I so vehemently said that we might lose or draw. And then it actually happens. It's a bummer, but at the same time, you're like, well, I was right. But god damn it, I was right. Puppies. So, as a Dodgers fan, it's kind of a bummer. And actually, the funny thing is, the Dodgers game is going on right now. Actually started at 1 p.m. And I'm hoping they beat the Yankees today. I think it's Tony Gonsolin. He's starting as a pitcher today. And boys and girls, I apologize if I'm mispronouncing the names and shit, but to be quite frank, right now I don't really give a shit if I mispronounce a name. It has not been a fucking good day. Not to be fair, it's a good day. It's a good day. I actually headed to my favorite pub here in Las Vegas, McMullen's Irish Pub. Again, shout out to McMullen's Irish Pub, best Irish pub here in Las Vegas, best pub really in Las Vegas. And each and every time I go there to watch a Premier League match, I almost always mentally prepare myself for the walk of shame, knowing Arsenal's track record when the moments count. And today was no exception. Today I figured, all right, man, I'm gonna wear my new kit, this bruised banana Pepe kit. And Pepe played phenomenal today, relatively speaking to all the other fucking asshats out there. But rock the jersey, and the way the bar is set up, there's two separate areas, and the one closed off area was mostly all, actually majority of all of them were Liverpool fans in that room. And so I actually, swung by after we lost. I told them, listen, congrats. Like, I'm not gonna fucking be that salty cunt, especially at a Liverpool bar. I'm not gonna be that fucking salty ass cunt at a Liverpool bar. That's fucking suicide. And so congratulated them, but of course you're feeling bummed out. And my buddy, who's a United fan, his team lost too. And the Premier League has been very curious because there has been no draws within the last 2 days. It's only been wins or losses. And that to me was just curious. And I figured, man, if every match tomorrow is a fucking draw, I would laugh my ass off. I really would. Because City and Tottenham are involved tomorrow, and so if both or either of those teams draw, it's only good for the rest of the league. It really is. Especially as an Arsenal fan. Because of course next week we got the North London Derby for Arsenal. But in other Premier League action, man, I mean there has been some fun fixtures today. Leicester coming back. No, they weren't coming back. They were up 1-0. Drew out after halftime, and then Vardy. Was it Vardy? No, it might have been some other cat out there. Maybe not Madison. No. I'm forgetting the fucking name for the Leicester City player, but Leicester won 2-1. I believe West Ham beat Watford 3-1 away. I mean Watford at home, which looks really bad for Watford at this moment. And then you had Brighton losing to Southampton. Norwich losing to Chelsea despite really impressive offensive performances by Pukki yet again, and really just lackluster defense by Frank Lampard's Chelsea. However, good on them to get the win, especially in the last week. Really, I mean, within that span of 7 days for Chelsea, it was a away loss to Manchester United 4-0, a penalty shootout loss against Liverpool in the UEFA Super Cup, and I believe it was a draw. Was it a draw at home? I forget which team it was, but they drew at home. And for Chelsea, this could be the stepping stone for good shit happening. We don't know, but it looked a lot better. Frank Lampard's unit a little bit more cohesive football out there, and so you had them win a game finally, and then you top it off with Crystal Palace getting a result at Old Trafford against Manchester United, which to me was the biggest surprise. Honestly, yeah, Chelsea winning didn't really catch me off guard. I really thought, okay, cool, like Lampard has to get something straight, and if he gets out a point, it's good, but he pulled out a result, Abraham, scoring the game winner. And so to me, that was kind of on board. I thought that was just a given. But United to Palace at home at Old Trafford is just unreal. I really, really thought that United would pull through at least a draw. And seemingly they did, because of the fact that, yes, they were down 1-0 at the half. Jordan Ayew, I believe, scored that first goal. And once he did that, it was just a question mark of, will Manchester United get on the ball, play well enough, and get the equalizer? And unfortunately for Manchester United, this is where shit just went completely crazy bonkers in terms of the luck department. Because Manchester United, really, for the second time in 2 weeks, has been screwed by the football gods. I don't really know what else to say about that one, because Rashford takes a penalty, but the penalty ball dinks from the post and slightly angles out away from the keeper where it should have gone in, but it didn't. And so what could have been 1-1 was still 1-0 after the penalty miss. And yes, United, brought it back, leveled, 80 and some minute. But just a couple of minutes later, oh boy, defense got carved open, and De Gea didn't really make the optics of this look really good either. He just really choked at that moment, and it's unfortunate to say for United, because I don't think Crystal Palace is all that great. I think they're a really solid, top 15, top 14 squad. Yet they handed it to Old Trafford. They handed it to Manchester United, and that really surprised me, because yes, you got the Luke Shaw injury, but you have enough young talent on there, I believe, playing at home to muster out a result. And unfortunately for them, they just couldn't get anything. And really, because of the dynamics of how the results turned out today, Arsenal, surprisingly, is second in the league. Who would have thought? 6 points, and we are second in the league. Holy fucking shit. Those first two wins, they actually mattered. They actually helped out. And the best part is, if Tottenham loses tomorrow, or even, if they draw, they'll go above us. That's just whatever. They lose, they'll still be below us. If City loses or draws, they'll still be below us, so we'll be second. And that's the whole thing. When I said that at the pub, my buddies were like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I thought, dude, like, the fucking losing sucks. I at least have to take something positive out of this shit, right? I mean, at least I talked about this. Pepe was brilliant. I thought, moving forward, if this team understands each other and communicates well, they can play within that system of playing in the back. But again, just really questionable mentality from the Arsenal side against Liverpool. And to Liverpool's credit, man, they're reigning champions of Europe. I'm not surprised they won today, and they played pretty damn well, right? So I'm sitting here and thinking, all right, man, well, gotta prepare for next week, dude. Gotta prepare for next week, because we don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. And I felt that when I'm watching this fucking game on I believe it was NBC Universo, the Spanish version of NBC. Boy, oh boy, NBC, get your shit together. The Universo broadcast was switching from tactical cam to crowd cam for 10 seconds during play, and then the shit would freeze. It was just a fucking mess. I don't know what the hell is wrong with NBC at this point. I really don't. But the way they kind of neglect the Premier League in that regard in terms of broadcasting is laughable at best. And you're trying to push this NBC Gold shit, but it is a fucking ruse. It is a goddamn useless stream service in terms of quality and what you're fucking trying to put out. Like, work on the fucking cameras, dude. Why are you going back to the goddamn people when there is a play happening on the pitch? Like, what the fuck? telling you, man. That shit pissed me the fuck off. Really did. But, you know, how many more dick punches can you take in a day, right? How many more dick punches can you take in a day? Well, we had the Arsenal. Let's really start with yesterday. Yankees kicked the Dodgers' ass at home. And, you know, then Arsenal gets their ass kicked by Liverpool. I don't know what the hell's going to happen with that Dodgers-Yankees game right now. And then the Seahawks will have a preseason game against the Chargers today in LA, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And the thing with this whole NFL preseason thing is, I'm one of those people, I don't really take it all too seriously, but I will look at, you know, individual players that are, you know, on the view, on the look and shit, and see how they do. And so, of course, that's why I'm going to watch the Seahawks game. But preseason is kind of a joke. Because, okay, I think it was yesterday or Thursday. You had the Raiders versus the Packers in Manitoba, Canada, Canadian land. And because of some weird issue, the team played on an 80-yard field and there was no kickoffs. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god. This is why I say preseason's a fucking joke. If you take preseason too goddamn seriously, like reading too much into the games, that's a fucking problem. Like, you'll have a guy, I'll give you an example. A guy like Colin Cowherd will probably say some shit like, oh man, none of these games actually matter, you know? In life, you know, you go to mountains and you eat ice cream, some things don't matter. And then against players he won't like, he'll say, oh, this is why Baker Mayfield, 10 out of 26 passes, that's not good enough. This is why he's a bum. This is why I never said bum. I said he's not that talent. I think Sam Darnold's better. Colin, take that stick out your ass. Alright? And maybe think, because I think that stick is shoving to your fucking skull. So, calm the fuck down. Because there are teams that obviously the media is gonna fucking attack. And obviously the Browns are one of them. Like, the Cleveland Browns have faced such fucking media animosity the last few weeks, the last few months really, ever since the OBJ trade. And god damn, man, like, how do you go from dick punching this team relentlessly to just hating on this team? Complete 180. It was a pity party, like, oh, this team is terrible, to this team thinks they're all that. It's like, what the fuck? What? Like, you fuckers are so fucking glommed on and mouth slobbering on fucking Rams and all those other goddamn teams like the Packers. What the fuck? The Browns are just overrated. Like, oh, Jesus Christ, dude. It's a media narrative, man. Always is. Always is some shit where somebody wants to push an agenda. Somebody wants to fucking market out a team more. And you fucking see it. It's clear as day. And you figure, like, guys, some objectivity here. Especially if you're a just general media, you know, outlet. Like me, if I'm talking about Arsenal, I'm only going to talk about Arsenal's perspective because I'm an Arsenal fan. I don't give a shit about the other team. But if you are covering the sport, right, on an objective, neutral basis, then hell yeah. You shouldn't have too many stupid-ass biases in there. Majority of the people that I watch, you know, talk about the Browns, every single one of them has an agenda. And I always ask, like, did Baker Mayfield finger fuck you people? Like, why the fuck are you so mad? Why are you so mad? He's arrogant. He's a fucking guy who came from the bottom and worked his way up. Number 1 overall pick, changed the entire dynamic and culture of the Browns within 1 game. And yeah, you motherfuckers might say, that wasn't good enough. You're blah, blah, blah. He was just only good in fucking whatever. But fuck you. Fuck you. Baker completely changed the dynamic and culture of that team when he stepped off the fucking field against the Jets. And you're gonna fucking tell me that's not a stud? Listen, the guy's arrogant. Like, you try to find a fucking reason to bash on him. and glom onto the fucking fact that, oh, if something proves it, we're gonna get on him and not be fair about it. That's what you fuckers do. Quite frankly, it's embarrassing. And you know I'm gonna be cheering for my boy Baker Mayfield all throughout the season, because fuck you haters. I hope Baker proves everybody wrong again. I hope Baker proves everybody wrong again. And I sincerely hope that everybody, really everybody, eats a bag of dicks. You know, Baker's too, he's not good enough. Oh, God. Jesus fucking Christ. I've not only heard that with Baker, but also Russell. So, I'm going to go ahead and end it off there with all that salt. Boys and girls, follow me at the Sky Lounge on all the links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe for more daily contents. With the purpose. Now, fuck off.